Hello, 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 good morning and welcome back. Here comes the draggy chair. Right, so I'm Claire, this is Purple Poppy, but of course you already know that. And I am back today to look at finishing, to move all this stuff, the puzzle book. You remember this was the puzzle book where we used 6x4 cards and we gave them all hinges so that it came up and over and down. And that one comes open again. There you go. And there is the whole thing. And the idea is that it opens and shuts and it's going to sit inside this cover, and it's going to have a closure on the front and on the back so that it's like a puzzle and you don't quite know which one you're supposed to open, just because it's a bit of fun and we can. So the book is all covered apart from this back page, which is going to be glued down, so we don't need that to be covered. So I'm going to set the book to one side and I'm going to look at covering a little past the hinge all the way to the end, and obviously both the front and the back, and then we're going to work on the other part of the cover. So, oh dear, feels like that was quite a mouthful. I trust you're all happy, safe and well. I'm just looking, this is lovely paper. Oh, and that one's got lines on. I'm going to use some of this, I like this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is, I meant to get myself a big glue area. I'm going to use this part of an old calendar. I'm fed up cleaning glue off my desk. I'm actually, when I get there, going to go into Poundland and I'm going to follow Miss Painterlock's idea. She has bought herself, she was showing in a video the other day, a cheap chopping board, which is perfect for gluing and inking, because then it all just wipes clean and there's no mess on your desk and you're not tempted to glue on your mat. Now I know the argument is you can easily put down a piece of paper of some sort like I have here. Can't line it up now, look. But I just think for me that would be a really good idea, because I do tend not to lay anything down. Well, that was a lot of faffing, wasn't it, getting that on there. Need to find me scissors, sorry, hoping I don't drog you. Right, there we go. So I'm going to trim this off right across the end there. So what have you all been up to? What are you making? I've decided that whilst I'm absolutely loving all the stitchery that I'm doing at the moment, I've got about 4 different projects on the go. I am in desperate need of some grunge in my life. So I'm going to be moving on to a grungy journal after this one. After we've made this little book, I'm going to move on to a grungy journal. We haven't done grunge for a while. My Etsy shop is desperate for some new journal stock, so I'm going to set to. Okay, so that's the inside, like that. We can obviously add more to that if we want to, as everything is now what's happened here, I've folded that too quickly and now it won't fold flat. There we go. Okay, so yeah, that's where I'm going next. So if you, like me, after all the pretty glitz of Christmas and things like that, if you are now angling for some grunge in your life, stay tuned. I've got you covered. It's coming. It really is coming. So I think you're going to go for some of this printed music paper. I'll put that over the spine like that. Remember, when you do a spine, you need to go quite a distance either side to ensure that it's not gonna lose its stick with the bending and there not being enough of it, if that makes any sense. And then we could have this one here. So I found it absolutely hysterical this morning. I logged on to Facebook and they told me it was my daughter's birthday. Thank you very much. I'd sort of forgotten. Oh dear, shouldn't laugh. Shouldn't laugh. Because, you know, there are people's birthdays who are not actually, you know, right at the top of your memory list. So I think it is a handy little tool that Facebook offers. It just makes me smile when it's something like that. Because, yeah, I'm not likely to forget my daughter's birthday. I was there. Believe it or not, I was there. So I think that was quite amusing. It made me smile anyway, and that's the important thing, isn't it? And we put these people on here on the end. Oh dear. And I've been very naughty. I've been buying stuff. Very, very naughty. I feel like all I've done since Christmas is buy stuff. It's like I didn't have any Christmas presents, which obviously I did. I had many lovely things from my friends and family. Or should I say from Santa? But yeah, I've just been in a bit of a buying frenzy for some reason. And I just think, you know what? To hell with it. Life is too short for worrying about money. And don't get me wrong, I understand that I'm in a very fortunate position in that I am not worried about money, and I know there are a lot of people at the moment that are. And please don't misunderstand me, I don't mean that in any sort of gloaty or showy way. I am very aware of my situation. I just... sadly, one day I won't be here. And when that day is nearing, I do not want to be thinking to myself, if only. So, I'm not going to allow there to be an if only. If there is something that I want to do, and I am able to do it, then I'm going to. And that's the end of that, really. So, you know, you hear too often about people saving for retirement and planning all these wonderful things that they are going to do in their retirement, and then sadly they don't make it, or they only make it... Oh goodness me, this is getting a bit heavy and sad, isn't it? Shut up, Claire. That's all because I was apologising for telling you I've been spending. Goodness gracious me. What's it all coming to? Right, let's chop out these. So anyway, I've got some new stuff coming. I'm excited about it. Part of doing the collage on Thursday, I've told you I'm doing double pages now, and I was wanting to be doing a lot more mixed media, and I realised that my modelling paste pot was empty. So I've had to, well, I haven't had to, but I wanted to order some modelling paste to replace that. So that's what I've done. What else have I done? I've been buying bits of fabric, of course, because I've been doing this stitchery thing. So yes, I've been doing that as well. So yeah, just doing stuff and enjoying life. That's where I'm at. So I'm just, you can hear the creaking. I'm just flicking through bags of bits of paper scraps that I've got here that I'm looking to use potentially for decorating this. That's all. That's why you can hear a lot of noise going on as I flick through all this paper. So there's an indication that realistically I don't need any more stuff in my life, isn't it? But it is what it is. We can never have enough stuff, can we? And part of this grungy journal that's coming up, I'm going to be using what I've got. So the idea is using things like book pages and, you know, mail that's come through the post, all sorts of things like that. Let's use it up and get rid of it. I think I showed recently that I've got something like 4 boxes of scrap paper, and it's, you know, it's just time for it to go. So I've decided that I am going to do a grungy journal, and then I'm going to pull out into batches of colour, and I'm going to pulp the rest down to make some paper. So that's something I'm trying to pick that off, and I've already stuck it down. This woman is crazy, I tell you. So yeah, I'm going to pulp it down into colour groups, make some paper. I'm determined to have at least 2 of those 4 drawers emptied, because it's just, well, it's just getting silly now, really. You know, save this, save that, we might need it, we might want it. What might we need it and want it for? And in the meantime, it's just basically in my way. So it's got to go. I'm going to put that big ticket on there. Okay, so basically just collaging up stuff as I did on the inner pages, and turn it over, trim it all back to our baseboard size. What's happened there? Nothing. It's because you get glue on your scissors, see? I decided I'm obviously just a messy worker, and I just got to get used to the fact, I think. Yeah, so I've got modelling paste coming, some nice cream coloured card because I'm out of card, and the stuff that I used to buy and love from Poundland is for some reason no longer available. They've replaced it with a different brand and I don't like it, so I've had to splash out and buy some more expensive stuff. Right, let's get rid of all that. because that's just in our way now, isn't it? Okay, so we've done all of this, so then I'm gonna fold that over. That's one, and then there's the other one there. Right, so now our cover, okay, ta-da! Okay, now where's our book under all this paper? Oh, don't. I am some kind of crazy, aren't I? Right, here's the actual book, okay, and that is going to glue onto there. We have got an extra piece here, that's not a problem. Okay, so let's glue this up. Now remember, these, although they were 6x4, they were all the backs of Christmas cards. So we was using up. It's all about using up. Okay. Make sure that that's lined up nicely, and then press it home. Okay. Now, you've got this piece here. I'm not worried about that because we've got to put our other bit of cover on. So I need to find my other bit of cover, see, because I've randomly pulled all this stuff out. Right, okay, so we've got a long and short piece again. So we want the short piece on the long piece and the long piece on the short piece. Okay, so that is going to stick there, which is why I don't care about that edge there. So let's get this one covered. Okay, so this is nice. Let's use some of that. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? And if we put some coffee dyed paper underneath, it's not going to interfere with our pattern. So get the coffee dyed paper down first, like that. Line that up. Now that goes all the way to our spine, and as you know, that is going to cause us a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my ruler down and I'm just going to unstick it. As you can see, it doesn't want to tear very well, does it? That's good enough because we're going to be sticking on top, so we're not going to see that. It's just getting it away from the spine. And then I want to glue again on top of here. So obviously this is getting nice and thick and strong now. Not all the way, just to there. Right, I'm going to trim these off so I can see where I'm at. And then before we go onto our back, we need to get some closures going. So okay, that looks lovely. Now I'm going to follow through with the same sorts of papers that we were just using, although this is looking a bit sort of outdoorsy now, so I'm thinking maybe we could use some of this brick-like paper, but we want to, oh that's beautiful, isn't it? That one might work. This was a goodie that I had for Christmas from one of my, wondering about the good old English brick. Right. Oh, now do we want solid brick or do we want this sort of the old brick? Definitely. Okay, so I'm going to put that across there, and we want it on the over the spine. So turn it upside down, wrinkle up the edge, and then we want it about there. Okay, cover up our spine area like that, and then I'm going to line that up to about there. Okay, trim these off. I mean, obviously last time I trimmed the whole lot off at once, and either way works equally well. I just fancied seeing where I was going on this one. Okay, need a bit of extra glue up there. Okay, also this is an old piece of napkin that's been stuck onto some music paper, so that might be nice. Finish it off as like a, as it started as outside, like that, come down and over a little bit like that. Okay, that's that one. It's ending up being outside, isn't it? Almost like this stitchery of down the garden path, which is quite interesting. Sorry about the car doors banging. I've got the window open, so I'm a bit warm, so it's a bit noisy. Let's find, I do find if you have an issue with glue stick, the way to deal with it is with your bone folder. Put a bit of pressure on it and it's all good. Okay, so we just need something up here, and as we've got this whole outdoor thing going on, I feel like maybe that should be sort of blue and skylight. So have I got some blue skylight paper here? I thought I did have, but I'm obviously lying. I feel like should be blue skylight. Oh, what's this? No, that's no good. That's no good. Sorry, I'm just rummaging through all this paper that I've got here. I've got this lovely hot air balloon, but it's shiny, and I don't really want shiny. So, aha, this is what I was looking for. This was the other one my daughter got me, and it's got lovely blue marble. So something like that would work for a sky. That one I think is a bit too dark and purple. I need a paler one. It's a bit green. We'll go for this one. So, see now, press that down. I don't want that pressed down, do I? Oh dear. There we go. Like that. So, cut that corner out. And this is how, you know, if you give a little bit of thought to it, you can actually turn your collage to work for you. And rather than just being pretty, it can actually be a whole new picture in itself. I mean, it's always artwork, but you can have an absolute picture. Lovely. Okay, now that's going to bend on its spine again. Okay, and on its spine again. And then back open. And we need to cover this side. Still sticky. See, it's the trouble. Whereas if you had like a board, you'd be able to wipe the board and job done. Yeah? So let's revert to book page, which we can stick together and throw away. Although one of my day job customers has asked me for a project whereby I believe I'm going to want these book pages. They're suddenly going to become super precious. So right. I know you can hear hubby on the phone in the background, but don't worry, it's nothing private or major. Try to sort out an issue with our car. So I don't think our car is top secret or anything like that, so it's not a problem. And then we've got this bit of plant that we've used earlier. Again, we don't want to mess with that spine because these are little bits. So basically you're just watching me collage and listen to me chitter chatter, aren't you? But hey ho, if you're happy to do that, that's all good. So as I said, Facebook told me it was my daughter's birthday, and of course birthdays mean cake. So when I finish with you lovely people, I'm going to be wrapping up her presents. And I didn't make one, I bought one. Actually, there's a funny story around her cake, because years and years and years ago, when she was living at home, probably when she was about, I don't know, 15ish, I went to Tesco's and I bought a cake for her birthday, as you do. Good mum mentality and all that. I suppose a good mum would have made one, but anyway. And it was so delightful, and we are such cake freaks that when it was gone, hubby actually went to Tesco's and bought another one, despite the fact the birthday was over, because it was just such awesome cake. Well, I'd forgotten about that until about a fortnight ago, when the daughter in question sent me a text message with a photo of this cake, this same cake in Tesco's. And I jokingly said to her, I've only just finished the Christmas cake. It's the trouble when you've got a January birthday, isn't it? But maybe in a fortnight I'll be ready, because of course I knew her birthday would be in approximately 2 weeks' time. And so I've actually been and I bought one of these cakes. And this afternoon it will be cake time. But I'm not letting hubby go and buy another one, because when he did that, there was 4 of us at home. 2 kids. I mean, kids love cake, don't they? Kids can never get enough cake. And us 2. And we were both working, so we were always pleased to have something a bit naughty. As you know, if you've had a bad day, it's nothing better than coming home and having something a bit naughty. But of course now there's only me and him, and once today's over there won't be anyone here. So, and I mean, these are big cakes. I think it's one of those 16 slices or something, so it's ridiculous. I can't have more cake, and I'm going to tell him so as well. Although he's not feeling too brilliant at the moment, so I don't think he's likely to be wandering off to Tesco's on his own, which means I might be quite safe. Okay, so that is that done. Now, before we glue that on, we need to look at our closure. So stick the lid on my glue for a minute, and what I need to find is that wonderful paper string that I've got from the lovely Melanie over at Treasure Page. I tell you, if you ever get a package from Melanie, you know about it. The envelope is decorated to within an inch of its life. It's absolutely, I think I'm going to use this bit. The envelope's decorated to within an inch of its life. It's absolutely gorgeous. And she always does packages up so beautifully. And she tries to make sure that everything that is in your package is something that you can use. Right, we need a top and a bottom for the front. These are just inch circles I'm punching here. And a top and a bottom for the back. So we need 4, but we do need some strength in it, because it's going to be our opener and closure. So we need a bit of cardboard to strengthen that up. Now, what have I got here? Why is it, normally I've got more card than I know what to do with, because I'm looking for a bit with you guys. And now I'm going to do 8, because I want to put 2 of these behind the pretty ones. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so then I'm just going to glue one of these to one of them, and then one of our pretty ones on the top, and then just line it all up so you've got a nice proper circle like so. There you go, and there's one. So I'm sure you've done this before. That one's that one. That one to that one. So you've got 12 circles in total. 2 that you can't see, that are just there for depth and strength. And your top 3rd layer. And because we got 4, 3 4s are 12. Simple as, whoops. But apparently it's not simple to glue them together. And the reason I'm doing 2 on the front and 2 on the back, normally obviously you'd only do 2 at the point of closure, but I'm, oh there it is. I was going to say, I knew I counted them out. The reason I'm doing 2 on the front and 2 on the back is because it's a puzzle book, yeah? And it's supposed to be a bit of a mystery how you open it up. Just to add to the fun of the thing, really. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to ink up around the edges. Let me just have a mouthful of coffee. Because I will obviously, well not obviously, but I'm going to ink up the whole book. But I'm probably going to make that, not necessarily my last job, it might even be, you know, my next job once it's all put together, because I need it inked up before I go and put pockets and things in it. But I didn't really wanted it inked up before it was all glued together, because I found if you're not careful you can end up inking areas that you then glue down and don't see, and that can be a little bit frustrating. So run your glue around the edge so it's not quite so obvious that you've got 3 layers. And then what we're going to do is we're going to punch a hole and put a grommet through. And then I'm going to glue it down. Now you could put the grommet all the way through if you wanted to, and there is an argument that that would hold it more strong, or stronger, more strong, oh goodness me Claire, that would hold it a bit stronger maybe than glue. But I'm going to use my Yoo-Hoo glue, and I'm going to glue mine down. You can obviously decide which way to do yours. Right. There's 3. We're nearly done the last one. Right. So that is all 4 of them done. Okay. Oh, that's stupid, Claire. Did you see that? How mad am I? Goodness no. Right, hole punch. So I'm sure you know how to do this. Line it up, get it as close to the centre as you can. Oh, I'm losing. Oh, it slid. Look at that. That's annoying. I'll have to do another one. Like that. That's really annoying. I'll make another one. Actually, and that one's gone a bit off centre. I'm not going to make another one. Waste not, want not. I'm going to line that up, punch the hole in it. I'm going to put that on there. Whoops, not with a felt tip. Do a pencil. And then I'm going to deliberately do this one wrong. Oh, it's because of my big ring and that I'm just not as strong as I used to be for some reason. Outrageous. Oh, there you go. Right, then we've got our grommets. I think I'm going to go for gold. So 1, 2, 3, 4 gold ones. Safety off, or lock, whatever you want to call it. If you've not used one of these before, you've got a donut and a spike. Put the donut on the bulbous top and the spike underneath. And there you go, done. Do it the other way round. All you're going to do is crush your grommet. I know, because I've done it. Okay. Okay. Done. So, go back to my book covers. 1, 2. Okay, make sure we've got that up the right way, and the long one and the short one. Okay, so it goes like that, doesn't it? So I've lost the circle again now. Look, why is this happening to me? There it is. Right, okay, so we want one that's out of position and one that's correct. Oh, I didn't press that one very well. Let's try that again. That's better. Right, so I've got that one and that one. So I'm going to get my Yoo-hoo, and what I'm going to do is just glue around that area, around the grommet. Hold it down like so, and then this one I'm actually going to put a piece of string under, like so. Okay. Like so. They're lined up and my string is underneath. I'm going to bring my string all the way round. Oh, that's what I get for not waiting for it to dry. You obviously are not trying to do a video. You can obviously wait for it to dry. And now we need to do the same again. So this one is the one that has a string running under it. You can hear hubby coughing, can't you? Sorry. Okay. This one has a string under it. And this one is going to have the string wrapped around it. So about there. So then what we'll do is when that's dry, we'll wrap our string round, but we'll continue it and we'll wrap it round that one as well. And then it'll be like, oh, do I undo it there or do I undo it there? Just a bit of novelty, really. So there's obviously some glue on there, so be careful of that. This is stuck down, but this one is not. So this one needs to be stuck to the back. Now because I've got quite a lot of weight here, and oh, I've got to work out which way again now, sorry. There it goes that way. So it goes there. Right. So what we're going to do here is we are going to run glue on 3 sides. Like, oh, I've got a cross. Okay, well, we'll have to do 4 sides now. I was going to make it into a pocket by doing 3 sides, but as you saw, my hand was working faster than my brain, and I automatically went across the top when I didn't mean to. Now, I'm not gonna start tying it up because I want all this glue to have a chance to dry. But you all know how these things work, yeah? You've done it many times. So then that'll tie around there like that. And it'll be, oh, is this the front? Oh, is this the front? All part of the puzzle. I will go round and I will ink up all of my pages. Yeah, ink it all up. Give it a little bit of extra life. And then I will come back and I'll put pockets and things for tags. So I don't intend to do a third video on this because you all know how to ink and you all know how to make pockets. But I might come back and do a flip through. So there you go. There's our puzzle book. I hope you found some joy and inspiration. Thank you for spending time with me. Stay safe. I'll see you again very soon. Bye bye for now.